How's it going, everybody? Welcome back into the shop. Today we are filming the Oliver 91D Mortiser. As you can tell, it's already in a ton of pieces. I've taken it apart. You're going to see that entire process in this video. I'm so excited to be getting this machine back up and running. I cannot wait, and I'm pumped to have you guys along to check out the process. The disassembly was not super easy, to be honest with you, especially just because of the pure weight of some of these parts. This entire machine is cast iron. It was made in the 50s. Everything on it is heavy. You don't find plastic parts on these machines. So that made it a bit challenging. And even more challenging than that was there's a lever system. There's a pedal that comes out, the lever system that goes through the main body of this machine. And it is tight quarters inside there. I had a really hard time pulling that lever system out, almost to the point where I contemplated just leaving it in there. Finally figured it out, finally got it out. The machine is ready to be cleaned up and painted, but for today, let's check out how this thing came apart. All right. This little key, I don't know if you call it a key, but it keys to this dovetail, slides in right there and bolts in, and then it has pressure you can put on it to adjust the way it slides. That's out. So this is free now of the body with that out. There are two bolts here holding this threaded rod on, which is what pumps it, cranks it up and down. Now, this is gonna be, I think this is gonna be really heavy. Well, it is gonna be really heavy. And once I take these two bolts off, it's gonna wanna fall. Now, I'm hoping you've got about 1/4 of an inch to this rod hits the pallet. I'm hoping it'll just drop onto the pallet and I can manage to get it off and then off to the side, and I can finish taking it apart. That's my game plan. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but I guess we're gonna find out. Buddy. Okay, so once I finally got this kind of main assembly off the body of the Mortiser, I could move on to working onto the motor and getting it off the body as well. Okay, so I don't have, let me show you what I got going here. So the pin is moving out. You can see right there, that pin has pushed out, and you see how it's hitting the frame. I need to drop it down another 1/2 inch to clear it. Let me explain this a little bit better. That pin is holding the motor to the lever system that runs down to the pedal. I have to disconnect the motor from that lever system and then take the motor off the main body of the Mortiser. Now I've taken that board off. Now I think I'm going to have to unbolt the machine and try and scoot it forward so I'm out past this pallet and I can just press down to the floor. Not easily. Oh, I got a bolt sticking through. That's why it ain't moving. Oh, that's a bad idea. Yeah. This. Should do that. Alright. Okay, so here you can see how that is actually working. When I press that pedal down, it's dropping the motor down. And what I'm trying to do is get it far enough down to where that pin that you saw earlier is clearing the body of the Mortiser. Always feels good when you figure something out. I was curious as to why this handle came off of this. This is what raises and lowers the table. It didn't really make sense to me. I knew that there was something going on here with this. See how it says long, medium, and short. I thought maybe you were supposed to just move this, but that's not happening. But then I looked at that, and that's the exact match. So this handle just slides right on here, and you can adjust the travel. And now I'm trying to actually slide the motor up off the dovetail, which isn't going to work because it's too heavy to manage on my own. And if I got it up that high and tried to get it off, I think I would probably lose it. It's just too much weight. It's heavy. Sucker is heavy. I'll take it apart and clean it up. Seems to be pretty good. It's a little loud in there. Maybe the bearings need to be replaced. This here looks all messed up, so I might have to look into getting that worked on. I don't know. We got to figure out what's going on with that. I'm a little short on breath. Got my pants all dirty, man. These freaking clean pants. It's really messy inside there, which makes me think I should probably get it apart and get it cleaned out. But it doesn't look easy, so I don't know. I'll think on that one. So I put a little thought into it and decided I'm taking it apart. So here I start by taking the foot pedal off. It's pretty easy, just knock out a few pins and it comes loose. These little holes in the side of the body are accessed to actually knock another pin out that attaches there's a I guess you would call it a fulcrum point where that took that first pivot or that first pin out, and then there's another connection into the arm that goes vertical all the way up to the motor head. So now I'm taking that pin out. There's a lot of connection points within this. So let me see if I can show you guys where I'm at with this. I'm gonna have to brighten this so you can see in here. So right here you see these two Allen bolts that are hooked to that rod, which has a spring on it, which you really can't see. There it is. So the spring goes up through there. Once I detach that off of there, everything on the bottom is free and not moving. So we come up to this. This will have to come off, and we can get it off right here by taking that little Allen key or whatever you would call it out, and then hammering out that axle. I'll have to take that little grease nipple off, and then this whole head, this whole piece should slide out with that arm that goes all the way down to the foot. Alright, I'm just going to back this off and hope for the best. That's all I can do at this point. Okay, so I had a really hard time with that arm. It was frustrating, and somehow I missed the shot of me finally getting it off, and it really wasn't making sense with the shot I had. So what I thought I would do really fast is just lay out what was inside. Okay, so you have the head, the motor hooks in right here. So that's where we detached the motor and took it off. This is where the handle went in to turn that thread. And then the long arm that goes all the way down here to the pedal. And so the pedal pushes this arm up and moves this kind of in a rocking motion like that. So that really closes it down. That was really the last step in getting this thing disassembled. So now it's moving on to sandblasting, cleaning all the grease off, cleaning all the parts, and priming and painting. Okay, so real quick, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what's going on here in the shop with my business. If you've noticed, it's a little quiet lately in the videos. That's because I've gone back to a one-man shop. I've been in business for about 6 years, I think. I've lost track, but the first probably 4 years of that, I was working solo as a one-man shop, and then for that time on, I had Ryan in the shop, who you guys know and have seen in my videos. Now, I made a really hard decision to let Ryan go about a month ago. It had nothing to do with Ryan. Ryan was a great employee, super good guy, talented craftsman. We worked great together. Business had slowed down a little bit. I probably could have pushed through that, but more so I felt like I was getting spread too thin. So I really have 3 components to what I do. I film these YouTube videos for you guys, which I really enjoy doing. I build custom furniture, which is the bread and butter. It's what pays my bills, it's what supports my family. And then I have aspirations and a dream or a goal to start a catalog, more of a production setup, which is a long-term goal but needs focus, or it needs attention. And I was working on all 3 of those and didn't feel like I was doing any one of them that good. I felt like the YouTube content was really suffering, the furniture, managing the business, everything that goes into that, managing an employee, it was all just not, it just wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. So I just thought, you know what, I need to take a step back. I need to kind of almost restart and refreshen what's going on. I want to provide more content to you guys now. Now that I'm a one-man shop, I'm going to focus on giving you more videos. And I'm also going to focus on taking on more selective commissions that really have purpose and meaning to me that I'll really enjoy. And then also I'm going to keep designing and working on prototypes and pieces for the catalog. I think what I'm most excited about is getting to work with you guys more and give you guys more content. I would love to hear your opinions. I want to start hearing more of what you guys want to see, specific videos. You know, I do the quiet videos where I carve something or make something, so give me some ideas for those. The shop vlogs are going to be coming to you more often. You're going to get to see more of what's happening in here, the projects I'm working on, which is fun. I'm excited. I'm excited to connect more with y'all. I'm excited to see what I can do with this channel, see if I can get it back on track and keep growing it. And I'm excited for the furniture that I'm going to get to make in here. So I look forward to it. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm very thankful for y'all, and I will see y'all next time.